Hello everybody, time for another garden update from Des. It's August 8th, 2011, and you can see the pond here is doing really well. It just rained, so it's all nice and cool and still cloudy out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually put this up as soon as I'm done with this, because as some of you may know, I'm in the process of moving accounts, moving all my videos over from Destroyades to Figurian 9. And I don't want to upload anything new until I'm done bringing all the old stuff over. So hopefully this won't be up too late, but if it is, I'll just make it into one big update. And there have been some pretty neat things going on in my garden, so let's start off like we always do with the melons. Okay, horned melons are doing very well. As you can see, they're spread quite nicely across the fence. Not as far as I would have liked, but still pretty good. We've got some that are starting to turn yellow, but they're still not ripe yet. There's one in the bucket on the other side here. Yeah, there it is. This is really itchy doing this. It will probably be the first one to be edible. I can't wait to try them. Well, I've restarted these other buckets. There's nothing sprouting in them yet. But I've got giant gourds in one that a buddy gave me. We did a seed trade on Flickr. And then I think this one is casa bananas. So let's hope. I've been so hard with these casa bananas that I finally get one, and hopefully it won't turn out like the Brandywine tomatoes did, that they were a disappointment. Okay, here's the pigeon loft. Pigeons are all wet because it just rained. And what I'm doing is I'm gonna try to go for pumpkins again this year. I really want pumpkins. I've had good success with the gourds, but pumpkins just don't grow well in Florida. And being that it's August and we're getting into hopefully we'll get into the cooler season. This August is actually one of the hottest months. I'm gonna try again, and hopefully the powdery mildew won't kill them. And I have saved up so many seeds over the years. Since at least 2007, I've got tons of pumpkin seeds. So I figured I'm just going to play it by sheer numbers. Something has to survive. And I'm starting on this side, but this is not my official pumpkin patch. What I've done is I've taken all the different seeds that I have of different breeds, and I'm just going to stick them in the ground, and they're on their own, and hope for the best. And I've already got some coming up. One there, one there. Here's another one. Of course, there's the potential that the chickens can dig them up and find the seeds and eat them. There's a pumpkin, two pumpkins. Also, being under the tree and the shade like this, it's both good and bad. These are full sun plants. There's one. But the problem with them being in the shade is that they're getting kind of like, you see how they're getting really tall? That's not really good. They should be getting their first pair of true leaves. But I'm hoping that they'll grow out that way into the sunlight, and it'll be alright. So, we've got these. Got 3 coming up right there. Let's see. Pumpkin seeds. 3 right there. Oh, I'm getting wet. 2 of them right there. Not bad. Let's check out the gourds. Gourds are doing very well. There's that one that was hiding last time. It's gotten bigger. It's hard to film and get the leaves out of the way at the same time. And there's that little hybrid of birdhouse and the... Uh-oh. There he is. Oh, cute one. I don't think that one's going to get much bigger. That one's probably done. And then this mixed instant cotton. Really big! Wow, that's so cool. That's a nice gourd. I'm just calling it a Thanksgiving gourd because They look like the ones in the artwork for Thanksgiving. Alright. Let's see. Here's that little tiny one in the bottle. This is pretty big. It's doing quite well. The Zucca, let's check that out, which is in here. Here's a 2 Oppos again. And this is what I'm so excited about. Finally, I think this thing is going to make it. I need to have Chris stand next to this because, I mean, this is, I could put my whole arm and it still doesn't reach all the way. And the stem on that is just really cool. It just keeps going up and up. I don't know how much this thing weighs. I haven't tried to lift it. I don't want to mess with it and screw it up. This is the biggest thing I have ever grown of anything. Biggest gourd, the biggest pumpkin family member. Just really, really awesome. And I have no idea what I'm going to do with it if it makes it and dries. I'm just happy I grew it. That's what I like, is growing them. And then this thing again, a little Indonesian bottle. And oh, this is funny. Let me get back out. Okay. The loofah has been disappointing. It hasn't made any loofahs, but it's made these long vines. It's from the one bucket here. It has spread. You can see the leaves right there. They're very dark green and different than the gourds. It's gone everywhere out there, and it's even come. There's one. Come around this way, all the way out there. And not only that, that palm tree back there, it's climbed up the palm tree into the branches, and it's there. I'm going to try to zoom. The zoom doesn't work on this camera very well, but and it's gone onto this branch. And that's just, and it's still going, is reaching out to that tree in the neighbor's yard. So I'm impressed with the growth of the vine, but nothing. Oh, and I've got these nepenthes that I've got hanging in here. They're doing all right. Tomatoes have been good and bad. The stupid stink bugs got to them again, and well, those I didn't pick them and they just rotted. But let's check out the old vegetable garden. Okay, so this is a work in progress. It looks pretty crappy right now, but believe me, it was a lot worse than it was. We got rid of the weeds, most of the weeds that were in here with the weed whacker, and this has gotten really overgrown. And I came in here and I sprayed with Roundup, so hopefully everything in here will start turning brown and dying soon. And that's my burn barrel. We burn our extra stuff in there. Hopefully this will be the pumpkin patch, and this is where I just want to turn this all into a big dirt pile and put all the seeds of the hundreds of seeds that I have and just let them all go in here and hope for the best. But something's got to survive, right? That's the sheer numbers game of reproductions that some organisms use. So that's the plan, and if it works, if I get any pumpkins, I think they'll be ready. They probably won't be ready for Halloween. I'll miss that because it's August now. But I'll definitely should. Sorry about that. Memory card died. I need to really empty this thing of photos. But as I was saying, if I'm lucky and I get any pumpkins out of this crazy idea, they should be ready for. I'm going to miss out on Halloween because even if I had any quick ones, any 90-day pumpkins, I don't think they would make it to Halloween, but they definitely would make it for Thanksgiving. And funny enough, I'd probably have Christmas pumpkins. That would be fun. I bought some pumpkins from a pumpkin patch last year, and well, I still have them. So I had Christmas pumpkins and every other holiday type of pumpkin, which was great. I'm going to show this plant over here that's growing. I didn't plant this. Now this has grown up on its own. I don't know how the seed got in here because we've never had any. But I always loved this plant since I was a kid. When I was little, I didn't know what this was called, so I used to call it a kissy bee. When my friends at school, we would call them kissy bees for some reason. And there's a fruit. This is the bitter gourd, and this is a plant that's used by Southeast Asian and Indian cooking. I've never tried it. I hear that it lives up to its name and it's really bitter, probably really gross. And I love it as an ornamental. And it's got little male flowers. I'll show a bigger fruit over here. I'll show a young female flower. The young female flower is really cute because it's got the little gourd behind the flower, whereas the male flower does not. Yes, this is a member of the cucurbitate family, so it is related to pumpkins and gourds and squash and cucumbers and all that. It's just a great little plant family. It's definitely my favorite one. And here's one. This is a green unripe one, and I know that this is what they use in the cooking. They fry these up because once they turn orange, that's when they're poisonous and you can't eat them. And I've heard that they use the leaves. Don't know from experience. This is just stuff that I've read. But anyways, yeah, here's hoping that this big field, which is actually in full sun, so it should do better than the poor pumpkins that are struggling under the oak tree, will hopefully produce something for me. Hoping. Alright, I think that's good enough of an update for now.